Yowza, what's up? What's up? It's not just your average Joe. I don't know if I'm gonna release all my videos concurrent, but I may or may not. So just wanted to talk about the new Brave Heroes. I've been off a year and a half, so it took me a while to even understand what the hell was going on. But now I can really see how annoying this guy is. He's so extra because you have the sword, which gives him a bunch of random boosts and damage, and then you have gust, which will reduce damage, and you have lone wolf, who will reduce the further damage, and then speed, and you have attack speed excel to make sure this guy. Anyways, he's so freaking annoying, and honestly, Felix's best counter is himself. Uh, and then endless tempest, he's so extra, but like look how like I got a plus speed and I got lucky. I got two. You know what I mean? Like, and basically any sword unit that you want that's gonna be able to keep up with the meta is gonna be built like Felix, and then you might as well use Felix like 64 attack, like, and then that's just at +1. You know what I mean? Like these are insane defensive stats too. Because if they were like base like 20, then he'd be more manageable. But a base 35 defense and 29 resistance is also really freaking annoying. And I gave him bonus doubler because that seal's actually not honestly not the greatest. Like he could probably go with solo because he's meant to be alone anyway, just to make him even further annoying. Then I got lucky with the Fjorm, but I'm not talking about Fjorm here. I'm talking about the new Brave Heroes. And honestly, this is the first time where I never felt I had to inherit any other skill. Like their kits really work with what they want, so I do like that. Um, Again, I got really lucky, so I apologize for all of you that guys out there who weren't as lucky, especially because I just came back, but I got 3 out of the 4. So it combos really well. I find Robin is very much support. Like I don't like I like having her on the back end, and her thing with the when she creates the dragon vein. I don't think it's a C skill, or is it the A skill, or is it her tome? Yeah, it's her tome. So creating the dragon vein, that's supposed to like, if you strategize well, it's supposed to counter Felix in a way, but Felix is still so fucking annoying, man. He's so annoying, man. So yeah, still have to keep that in mind. But Robin is really meant to support. I don't think I ever really attack using Robin. I don't think I've done that in a while, if I'm gonna be honest. But yeah, she's really good at doing what she does. I gave her Blazing Flame by accident. It was for a quest, but obviously like her preferential damage thing is really good. It's flare. Like this preferential thing makes her so tanky. So I would say like Felix, especially, he's meant to be a player phase unit, but Robin's pretty good on enemy phase. She can make a really good defensive unit. And you can really stack. You can pair her with Alphonse. So if Alphonse doesn't attack, but he needs a way to counter attack because of his A skill, then you can just have him go on one of the Dragon Veins that Robin has. So that's something to keep in mind. And of course, you have Alphonse, where you know the 2 units, and then this this guy creates his own Dragon Vein. Right, and then you have reopening, which is also really good. This guy is really annoying, and he honestly pairs well with Felix because you can just have Felix retreat to go near Alphonse, and Alphonse will just constantly heal this guy. I'm sure it's a meta right now anyway, but the synergy between the four is really good. Bernadetta does wreck Felix every now and then. She doesn't always wreck Felix. It really depends, but she kind of wrecks Fjorm too. Like she wrecks Fjorm as well. Her and Fogado. So that's something to keep in mind as well. I like the synergy of this team though. So it's been my arena team because I've been grinding out those arena shields because I got some arcane units. So that's something to keep in mind as well. Uh, and fortifications, like honestly, you can do penalties all you want, but these guys are extremely tanky. Although Alphonse will almost always lose to Felix, um, and I find Felix will often lose to Bernadetta. I get wrecked by Bernadetta, and then I have Robin here, so I'll show you some gameplay of some arena battles that I've been doing just to grind out the. Well, first of all, I have 1,300 swords, so I might as well use them, and then just to show like how annoying. Like this team honestly isn't like a bad. Not a bad. It's not a bad kit, but they're all gonna get murked. Unfortunately, I don't necessarily like that myself. It's just how so happens is that's the situation that we have right now. So I don't really care what I do with Robin. Normally I'd be more strategic, but I only really do that if I see Felix, because then you just do this, wreck Alir, and then just go near someone so he gets the breath of life for the heal, and then for allies within blah 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 blah, and then if units within two restores, and if unit defense, he gets he gets defense +4 as well, and reduces the effect of deep wounds. So he it's really good. It really fits the character of Alphonse, where he really is his best when he has his allies. This fits Felix really well because he's at his best. He's a lone wolf. He's at his best when he's by himself. So I do like that. And then Robin's at her best, supporting her, her fellow heroes with all the supporting options that she has. But she's also like pretty devastating to fight herself. She gets countered hard by all three, but what she provides in support is pretty invaluable, especially the Hush Spectrum. Ugh. So Felix, like if you don't get the max, oh, what did I do wrong? Anyways, I effed up there. That's my fault. But I was never really in any worry. Okay, look, everyone's maxed SP, so I might as well just use Robin. But she's really good either phase. It's devastating, man. And then what I like about Fjorm is he does pair well with Robin, which is creating like if I'm ever in a pinch and I have to face a Felix, I just put a bunch of like those ice things, and then it uses up the 2 turns that he has, because either has to move, he has to attack at least once in order to get the maximum amount of actions in 1 turn. So Kanto, and then actually I think what I'm gonna do is no, I'll just have Felix do that, and there you go. That's insane amount of movement for an armor that just only has 1 movement. It doesn't have any other ways to improve that. Then you just see how much of it's so annoying. Like I remember when those 2 Edelgard were meta, and they weren't really that overbearing. I suppose like they were overbearing, but not as much as Felix is. Honestly, out of all the 4, Felix is the most annoying. He's definitely a player phase unit that, like, the only way to defeat him really is for you to initiate on that guy, not for him to initiate. Where are all the Felixes that I've been having to face recently? Okay, boom, and then I just do this, and then boom. So there you go. Mincemeat. Then just get the maximum movement. I attacked, right? That's how they were defeated. Okay. See how like I have not used Robin's strategy thing at all, at least for the time being. Once I reach the Felix, it's actually really important to have that Hush Spectrum. Violet's annoying. I don't defeat them in 1 hit, but there was never any doubt that I was gonna win. The 1-on-1, they would always lose. Robin, Alphonse, I find they really need to have like someone else with them to get their maximum value, but you can solo a lot with just Felix. So this is a good example. Oh, fudge. Okay, so this is where Fjorm's dual skill comes in handy, and then I actually I don't want to waste these. This is sort of a waste because I have this thing here I could have destroyed and then used the dual skill, but honestly I was just rushing this, so that's exactly why. So let's see what Felix does. So 1, 2 cannot be danced because it's too far, and then so now honestly the best counter to Felix is Felix, so I'll just go attack that. So yeah, like I said, the best counter to Felix is Felix. Emblem Ike will occasionally defeat Felix, but honestly, like because it's because of his skill, attack speed excel, so it increases in strength with the amount of movement that he uses, and that's why you want to initiate against Felix. If you felt like if you can't defeat the Felix on the enemy team, usually I would just move back like this and then move forward again, and then usually that hits the spot. Anyways, I'm just gonna put Fjorm there, and then boom. I'll show you what I'm talking about. I'll do one more battle, and I'll show you what I'm talking about when it comes to Felix. I think that I could probably use Phantom Speed on him, honestly, because that will make him even more annoying. But I don't know how much more of a benefit that would be. Okay, no Felix again. That's really annoying. I like that they're using all the arcane skills. I honestly want to do a separate video on that, but they're again, it's not good enough for the brave heroes. I'll just put Alphonse there, and then he'll be able to DC because all he needs is a dragon veins. It doesn't necessarily have to be his. And then Lucina gets murked, unfortunately. And then let me just do this, and then kind of destroys his dragon vein. I should have moved Robin first, but there was never any doubt that I was gonna win. Uh, if I had to pick which of the four I'd like, honestly, in game, I would say the one with more use is Alphonse. I, if you look at this, like I grind hero merit and I do the chain challenges with these, and Alphonse just rid of like he gets rid of the need for a tank. He has huge movement. He has DC and he heals, so you don't need a healer either. He's just very consistent overall. Um, what the hell's going? Man, no one has feel. I just need to do another. Okay, you know what? Okay, what do they have? Godlike reflexes. Oh, okay. Well, your reflexes are still not going to be good enough. Okay. So let me just do this with Alphonse. Reposition is kind of wasted on Robin, not gonna lie, but really depends on it really depends on how you sort of go about it. There's definitely more strategy. This is very like mindless because it's just like, okay, here you go to defeat Altina, and then you know, then you can stay here, and then um, I'll just put Felix here, and then just have Alphonse tank almost everything. Like it's super annoying, honestly, just how annoying, like how strong they are. And then even with Felix, so this is if I had a Felix and I don't do enough damage that I'm facing, I would just go this, right? And then now that attack speed excel should be just enough to defeat Felix. One on one, I find Emblem I can defeat Felix every now and then, but after a boost from I didn't even talk about the special of Alphonse. You know what I mean? I completely Makings of a King is so it's so broken, man. The constant increase in stats, like it's it's sometimes I'll be using Alphonse. Oh, like let me do one more battle, and then you can see sort of like what it does. So you just keep it like, oh, this is the last one, and then I'll sort of call it a day. But look, okay, so see, look at the stats that he has right now, and then we're gonna start building up those stats using his special, and it's gonna be so annoying. Okay, I think Alphonse can take care of this himself, but let me like so let's do this. So Alir wins, whatever. I mean, lives. So now this guy's at 71, and then she's then Robin increases too because of his skill. He's truly a very he's the best of both worlds, man. Like he really is the best of both worlds. He supports your team so well, and those increase in stats are just so like was that necessary? You know what I mean? Like you that was not necessary. And then Alphonse, and then and then becomes brain dead again. And he's like, dude, and you have the dragon vein, which further increases. Ugh, it's just so brain dead, man. Like playing this. I've been trying to look for counters. Honestly, Alphonse does have issues with a really strong sword unit attacking him. So he doesn't. He's not like brainless. I've actually lost in chain challenge using him as well. So it's not as brainless with Felix. Ugh. Anyways, that's just a review of the brave units that I have so far. It definitely was it was worth pulling on that one. All my orbs that I stocked up. Not wasn't much, but yeah, I think that's everything. Thank you for watching. Later days.